Hi, I'm Dago from Ratings.com. Today we'll be doing a review of the Beats Fit Pro. We'll be evaluating them on our standardized test bench to see how they perform and if you should buy them. To kick off 2022, Beats has released the Beats Fit Pro, truly wireless in-ear with an Apple-centric design. They're the sportier, more featured-packed sibling of the Studio Buds with an old and new additions such as Apple's Spatial Audio, Adaptive EQ, and an H1 chip. They also have active noise cancelling ANC. Like most Beats products, they come in a few flashy colors to help you stand out from the crowd. The Beats Fit Pro have a good build quality. They're mostly made of plastic with silicone ear tips. They're also certified IPX4 for resistance against splashes of water, making them a solid choice for runs in the park or working out at the gym. They come with 3 differently sized silicone ear tips to help you get the best fit. Their stability fin design also helps keep them from falling out of your ears when you're on the move. However, the Bud's plastic body is a bit bulky. Depending on the shape of your ear, the body of the stability fins can become uncomfortable over time. There's a button on each bud, and it's easy to play and pause your audio or take calls on the fly. While there isn't volume controls by default, you can remap this control via the app. On the downside, you'll lose the ability to cycle between ANC on, off, and transparency mode. The Buds also come with a carrying case that's quite similar in size and designed to that of the Beats Power Beats Pro. It's mostly made of plastic, and there's a magnet to hold the buds in place. There's a USB-C port in the back so that you can charge the case's battery. Now, let's take a look at the tests. We'll start with sound. These headphones stand out from the crowd as they have Apple's Adaptive EQ built in. There's a microphone built into the buds to pick up sound as it moves through your ear. That sound is then optimized to build the shape of your ear to give you a more personalized sound. For our test, we turned the Adaptive EQ on and used small-sized silicone ear tips in our dummy head to ensure the best fit. Our raw frequency response graph measures how accurately the headphones reproduce each frequency in terms of amplitude. To measure frequency response, we used 5 different measurements to account for different fits and positions across users. For in-ear earbuds like the Beats Fit Pro, these measurements are only done on our dummy head. Their design also means that there isn't much deviation in frequency response either, so long as you get a good fit. In comparison, the sound profile curve shows the differences between the measured frequency response and our target. This makes it easier to see characteristics like overemphasized bass or treble. This target is chosen based on research by Harman to be one that most people prefer. The Beats follow our target response quite well and have a fairly neutral sound profile. The sound is suitable for a variety of audio content, although some users may find vocals and lead instruments a bit bright. With their Adaptive EQ turned off, they lack a bit of clarity and they seem a little boxier. Unfortunately, they don't offer any customization features like EQ presets to help you adjust their sound. That said, if you're looking for a more immersive audio experience and you have an iOS device, then you can utilize Apple's Spatial Audio feature. It offers head tracking, which reorientates their soundstage so that you hear audio differently as you move your head from your device. When you're listening to audio at high volumes, there's a chance you may encounter unwanted distortion, which can affect the fidelity of your sound. Luckily, the Beats have a great performance at high volume, so your audio sounds clear and pure. The Beats are equipped with an active noise cancelling system to help block noise around you. Unfortunately, we encountered issues with it as it would turn off by itself even when we placed them in our own ears. Our sweeps also showed no differences between ANC on, off, or when set to transparency mode. However, we noticed a difference in performance between our graphs and our own subjective experience. We believe that due to the issues we encountered, the mismatch between our subjective and objective experience is an isolated case. We don't expect to encounter this in every review. Overall, the Beats block out a decent amount of ambient noise because of their in-ear design. They can form a good seal in your ear and passively isolate you from your sound. Their ANC only offers a marginally better performance though. In the bass range, they can help cut down low rumbles of bus and plane engines. They can also block out office chatter coming from the mid-range, as well as high-pitched noise like the hum of an AC unit. If you like to listen to your audio at high volumes, you may not want others around you to hear it. Luckily, most of the leakage is concentrated in the treble range, and escaping audio sounds thin. It also falls below the noise floor of any average office, so you don't need to worry about bothering others if you crank up your favorite tunes. The Beats Fit Pro have an integrated mic. Since it sits far away from your mouth, the mic has a subpar recording quality and your voice sounds a bit thin and muffled. Noise handling is how well the mic separates your voice from background noises. The mic has an always-on noise gate, which automatically cuts down ambient noise when you're not talking. While you should have no problem being heard clearly if you're calling from a quiet space, the mic has much more trouble separating your voice from moderate ambient noise. If you're making a call from a busy street, your voice can be drowned out. The Beats Fit Pro have a passable battery performance. Their advertised lasts roughly 6 hours continuously, and we measured a bit under that. While it may not be enough to get you through your 9 to 5 workday without pausing them or recharging them again, their carrying case holds 3 additional charges. This brings their total battery life just under 21 hours. You can also use one bud while the other one charges in the case. However, battery life can vary depending on your usage. These buds are compatible with the Beats app on iOS and Android devices. Unfortunately, it doesn't offer much in terms of customization as it doesn't have an EQ or preset. That said, you can also replace the ANC controls for volume as well as switch between ANC on, transparency, and normal. Android users can also register the buds for updates. The Beats Fit Pro supports Bluetooth 5.0, and unlike the Beats Studio Buds, they have an H1 chip, which allows you to seamlessly pair it with your Apple devices. They don't support multi-device pairing, so you won't be able to stay connected to your smartphone and laptop at the same time. They also don't support NFC pairing for quick pairing with NFC-enabled devices. If you like to stream videos or game via Bluetooth, you'll want to take latency into account. It's a measure of delay, and high values can indicate that your audio and visuals will be out of sync. They have somewhat of a low latency on iOS and Android devices. However, if you connect to your PC using an SBC codec, which is a default Bluetooth codec, their latency falls outside of good levels, and there could be a delay between your audio and visuals. Keep in mind that some apps and devices compensate for latency differently though. So this brings us to the main question. Should you buy these buds? If you're willing to pay a little bit more, the Fit Pro have a few extra features that the Beats Studio Buds lack. iPhone users will especially appreciate the Fit Pro's H1 chip, which makes it easy to seamlessly pair them with your Apple devices. They can also take advantage of the Spatial audio feature, which isn't available to Android users, for a more immersive experience. That said, when compared to Apple's own products, such as the AirPod Pros, the Beats fall a bit short. They aren't as comfortable, and their ANC doesn't block out as much ambient sound. As a result, they may not be the best choice if you commute or work in a noisy office. However, if you're an Apple fan looking for a headphone with a spottier and more eye-catching design, the Fit Pro offers a solid alternative to the AirPods' sleek white design. Their stability fins also ensure that the buds stay put during training sessions or casual jogs in the park. If you're looking for a more affordable earbud for your next workout, the Jadebuds Vista 2 have an advantage over the Beats. They're more comfortable, better built, and have a higher IP rating of IP68 for dust and water resistance. You can also customize their sound to your liking using their companion apps, parametric EQ, and presets.